switch into her different lives and like take different times, different lives that she's lived throughout all of time. Fast forward and rewind and use these things to her advantage and try to accomplish things.
Across history, strange photographs have surfaced, images that seem to defy time itself. From people holding modern gadgets in old black and white photos to faces appearing decades before their birth. These pictures raise questions no one can fully answer. Scientists call them coincidences, but others see proof that time travel might be real. These 12 photos stand as haunting evidence that the boundaries of time may not be as solid as we think. Each one challenges our understanding of reality and leaves us wondering, are time travelers quietly walking among us, captured by accident in the snapshots of history? The Mystery Man from Taured. In July 1954, a mysterious event happened at a Tokyo airport during the regular check-in for a flight to another country. Everything was normal until a passenger came up to show his passport. He seemed like a regular traveler, but the passport was from a country that no one had heard of before, an imaginary place called Taured. The officials were concerned right away. They thought maybe it was a fake or some kind of deception. But things got even more perplexing quickly. When they asked him about it, the man strongly believed that Taured was a real country that had been around for centuries. He even showed them where it was on a map, in the same spot as Andorra today. The man was surprised that the officials didn't know about his country and that the map had a different name for it. Unable to understand what was happening, the officials chose to temporarily detain him. They put him in a hotel room with guards outside while they looked into the situation. Even though the room was securely locked, the next morning they found that the man had vanished without a trace. His personal documents were also missing, leaving no clue as to how he managed to escape. The mysterious traveler from Taured disappeared, and there are no records of his country. This case is one of the most puzzling unsolved mysteries of today, capturing the interest of anyone who learns about it and raising many questions without providing clear answers. The Swiss watch found in an ancient Chinese tomb. In December 2008, a team of archaeologists in Shaanxi, China, uncovered a surprising find in a sealed tomb. The discovery of a small gold watch inside the untouched tomb, which had been closed for over 400 years, confused both scientists and paranormal researchers. The watch, intricately carved with the word Swiss on the back, was small enough to be worn as a ring. What made this find even more puzzling was the fact that the tomb belonged to the Ming dynasty, making the presence of a modern 1940s style watch incredibly bewildering. Experts categorized it as an unusual artifact, meaning an object that doesn't fit in with its historical context. The watch sparked curiosity about how a modern item could be found in an ancient tomb that had been sealed for centuries. Some people thought it could be proof of time travel, speculating that someone from the future had left it there by mistake. Others disagreed, saying the tomb might have been opened and sealed again at some point. But a detailed inspection showed no signs of interference, making the mystery even more puzzling. The Swiss watch continues to make us think differently about history and time. It suggests that human progress may not always move in a straight line, and raises the possibility of advanced knowledge or civilizations we haven't considered. Whether it's an unusual find, a sign of parallel worlds, or a mystery in history, this small watch is a symbol of how little we really understand about our past. It tells us that history has untold secrets still waiting to be discovered, mysteries that encourage us to think, question, and push the boundaries of what we believe is true. Vladimir Putin and the mystery of time. Many of us have seen movies where characters travel through time, experiencing different time periods and witnessing historical events. However, in reality, there is a peculiar situation involving Vladimir Putin, the mysterious leader of Russia. A series of 3 intriguing photos has captured people's attention and caused speculation. making some question if Putin has a secret ability to travel through time. The pictures, which were taken years apart, appear to show Putin dressed as a Russian soldier. Initially, this might not appear strange, but what has really caught the world's attention is the significant time difference between them. One website claims that the first photo is from the 1920s, the second from 1941, and the third from 2015. This covers almost 95 years, yet the man in the newest picture looks surprisingly young, showing minimal signs of aging. His face, expressions and features remain remarkably similar throughout the years, almost as if time has stood still for him. This interesting discovery has led to many conversations and theories. Some of his supporters think he could be supernatural, like a guardian who has been secretly helping Russia for generations. Others think it's more likely that there are multiple people who just happen to look remarkably similar to him. Regardless of how you look at it, the mystery of Vladimir Putin's apparent lack of aging is intriguing. The 200-million-year-old shoe print. One of the unusual findings that make us question what we know about history is a fossilized shoe print discovered in ancient rock, believed to be more than 200 million years old. This particular imprint has confused historians, scientists, and fans worldwide. The idea of a shoe print resembling one made by humans existing during a time when dinosaurs were predominant on Earth appears nearly unbelievable. Nevertheless, there it was, imprinted deeply into hard stone, as if a person had walked there just yesterday. People who believe in time travel felt like they had strong proof when this discovery was made. They believed that this discovery showed that people from a much more advanced time may have traveled back to prehistoric times and left a clue behind. They didn't just see it as a mark, but as a signal that time travel might be possible. Scientists were cautious when approaching the discovery. Some believed that the shoe print-like mark could have been formed naturally over time due to erosion and pressure. Others thought it could be a modern footprint that fossilized quickly, which goes against traditional geological theories. The reason this discovery was so interesting was because of the intricate details on it, like tiny stitch-like patterns along the edges that appeared very artificial. It's unusual for natural formations to look so much like something made by humans, which is why people continued to debate about it. Some people thought the shoe print could be proof of ancient civilizations or people from the future. Others thought it was just a coincidence in the rocks. The smartphone, in old paintings. Art, in all its various forms, has always depicted the world we live in. It preserves feelings, occasions, and occasionally enigmas that make us rethink our grasp of time and the past. Two paintings in particular have caught the attention of those interested in time travel. These paintings depict something very modern-looking that resembles smartphones, even though they were created before smartphones were invented. The first painting was made in 1937 by an Italian artist and depicts two men. One of the men is holding an object that resembles a smartphone, while the other man looks annoyed, as if he is waiting for him to stop using it. If this painting had been created today, it would easily fit into the modern joke about people being constantly on their phones. However, back in 1937, there was no technology like this. The similarity is surprising, leaving many to question how such an image could exist in a time without portable electronic devices. Austrian artist Ferdinand Georg Waldmüller created a painting in the 1860s called The Expected One, which shows a young woman walking on a quiet rural path. She is holding a small rectangular object and appears to be focused on it. Some people think she is looking at a message or using a phone, but historians say she is actually holding a hymn book or small Bible, which was a common symbol of devotion in 19th century religious art. The glowing light from the object could just be the pages reflecting light or a stylistic detail to show spirituality. According to art experts, how we understand old artworks is influenced by interpretation. Artists used symbols and perspective to create feelings or interest. An object that seems modern might actually represent peace, thoughtfulness, or spiritual themes. the astronaut of Salamanca Cathedral. Many people on the internet were surprised by a captivating photo that started spreading online. The picture displayed a decorative feature from the Cathedral of St. Joram in the old Spanish city of Salamanca. What stood out to everyone was that this decoration appeared to show an astronaut, with a helmet, suit, and ribbed boots. This was shocking because the Cathedral of St. Joram was built in the 18th century, way before anyone had thought about going to space. Questions started to arise on how an artist from many years ago could have made a sculpture that looks exactly like an astronaut. The sculpture was incredibly accurate, with every detail meticulously carved, including the design of the helmet and footwear. It seemed unlikely for such precise work to be done during a time when the idea of astronauts didn't even exist. As the picture went viral, discussions and opinions flooded the internet. Lots of people were intrigued by the unknown and came up with ideas about where it came from. But then an official reason was given. Specialists said that while repairing the artwork in the late 19,000s, a restorer decided to incorporate a modern element by adding an astronaut to symbolize present-day exploration. However, not everyone believed in this explanation. Certain fans argued that the astronaut was not a recent addition. They saw the mysterious astronaut as a secret hint, possibly suggesting time travel or knowledge from a different time period. Time travel case of John Titor. In the late 1990s, there was a lot of talk on the internet about a guy named John Titor who showed up on a forum called the Time Travel Institute. People all over the world were intrigued by his story. Titor said he was a soldier from the year 2036 who came back in time on an important mission. He explained that he wasn't just curious, he was trying to save his own life. In his time, there would be a really bad computer virus that would cause a lot of damage, and he believed something from the past could stop it. His task took him to the year 1975, where he had to get an IBM 5100 computer. Titor said this computer had crucial information that could help prevent a major catastrophe in the future. For the next few months, he engaged with people, responding to their inquiries about upcoming events, global shifts, and the principles of time travel. He also disclosed intricate diagrams, complicated equations, and pictures of what he insisted was his time travel device. John Titor suddenly disappeared from the forums in 2001, leaving some to speculate that he went back to his own time or simply wanted to avoid the spotlight. His story is still one of the most fascinating mysteries on the internet today. People all over the world continue to examine his predictions and theories, leading to ongoing discussions on whether he was real or part of a complex prank. The mysterious tale of John Titor keeps people curious, questioning whether he really was a time traveler or simply a remarkable storyteller. Regarding today's choice of featured content from subscribers, it presents an intriguing image of women posing by the Egyptian pyramids in clothing that goes against the traditional modest dress code of the country. Greta Thunberg's 19th century lookalike. Greta Thunberg, a famous environmental activist, is recognized worldwide for her determination and bravery. She was born in 2003 in Stockholm, Sweden, and gained global attention when she was 16 years old. Instead of going to school, she stood outside the Swedish parliament with a sign calling for government action on climate change. Her message was straightforward and passionate. She wanted leaders to stick to the promises of the Paris Agreement and take quick action to fight against global warming. This single act of protest quickly spread into a global movement, motivating millions of young individuals to speak up for environmental rights. In 2019, something very interesting was discovered on the internet. A blogger named Jack Strange posted an old picture from 1898 that showed 3 children. What caught people's eye was a girl in the photo who looked a lot like Greta Thunberg. She had a similar face shape, round eyes, calm expression, and even the same twin braids. The similarity was so strong that some thought the photo was edited, but it was real. This surprising resemblance became very popular online, with many people humorously speculating that Greta might have traveled through time. The fighter jet in ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt, known for its impressive pyramids, mysterious sphinx, and strong belief in life after death, has captivated people worldwide. However, one discovery that perplexes experts and enthusiasts is the strange hieroglyphs found in the Temple of Seti I at Abydos. These carvings depict shapes that resemble modern technology, such as a helicopter, submarine, spaceship, and fighter jet, alongside traditional Egyptian symbols on the stone walls. Images like these are very different from the usual symbols found in ancient hieroglyphics, attracting the interest of people who are intrigued by ancient mysteries. Followers of the theories of ancient astronauts and time travel believe that this is evidence of something remarkable that may have occurred thousands of years ago. They propose that the Egyptians could have been visited by beings from another time or planet who possibly showed them advanced technology that they later depicted in stone carvings. However, historians provide a different explanation. They point out that Egyptian craftsmen would often carve new inscriptions on top of older ones as leadership or beliefs shifted. As a result, the overlapping symbols may have created unusual shapes that happen to look like modern machines. Despite this, the similarity of the images to helicopters and spacecraft still intrigues many people. The ancient Greek laptop. Archaeologists constantly surprise us with their findings from past civilizations, like ancient statues that hold stories of forgotten times. One sculpture in particular, the grave Niskos of an enthroned woman with an attendant, displayed at the J. Paul Getty Museum in Malibu, California, has intrigued many people. When you first look at the statue, it seems like a typical piece of Greek art with a woman sitting on a throne and her companion next to her. But what stands out is the object the companion is holding, which looks like a modern laptop with small port-like openings similar to USB slots. This odd detail has sparked numerous discussions and interests. The artwork is from a time before people knew about computers or digital devices. It connects the old world to the new world. Some wonder if this could be proof of something extraordinary, like time travel. Others think it's just a creative choice by an ancient artist to confuse future generations. This artwork makes us question how we view history and progress made by humans. It makes us consider if ancient societies may have had more knowledge than we give them credit for. The woman talking on a mobile. In 1928, a surprising find captivated both movie fans and historians. A snippet from a Charlie Chaplin film called The Circus showed a woman holding an object to her ear, resembling a mobile phone. The footage seemed incredibly advanced for its time. Many people were intrigued by the familiar sight of the woman using a device that looked like a modern-day mobile phone. However, the scene was actually captured long before the invention of mobile phones. When the video started going viral online, it sparked a lot of talk. People were surprised to see someone from 1928 seemingly using a device that looked like a phone. Some fans of time travel immediately jumped to the theory that she could be from the future, accidentally exposing technology ahead of its time. Others thought she might be holding a hidden prototype of an early wireless device that was never recorded in history. The theory did not have strong evidence to support it. A woman who said she was the woman's granddaughter said that the object was just a portable hearing aid from that time period. Though her explanation helped, not everyone believed it. The lack of proof kept the discussion going, adding to the mystery of the clip. The old video is fascinating because of the peculiar object it shows and the deeper meaning behind it. Time travel claims of Andrew Basiago. Let's explore the intriguing time of the Cold War, which was marked by secrecy, tension, and mysterious experiments that still pique interest. One of the fascinating stories from this period is about Andrew Basiago, an American lawyer who says he discovered a highly classified government project known as the Pegasus Project. This secretive program was allegedly created by the United States during the peak of the Cold War. with the ambitious objective of controlling space and time. Its main aim was to gain an edge over Russia by mastering the technology of time travel. Basiago's claims add an extra layer of incredibility to this story. He maintains that he was sent back in time as part of a secret project to witness important historical events. One of the most shocking things he says is that he was present at Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address in 1863. He also shared that his father was part of this top-secret project before it was stopped in 1968. During that time, scientists were focused on Einstein's theory of relativity and the idea of wormholes, thinking they could actually make time travel possible. The mystery becomes more intricate with an old photo from the Gettysburg Address that reappeared on the internet. The picture shows a young boy in the crowd who looks a lot like Basiago. Some people think this photo links him directly to the event he said he saw. What adds to the interest is Basiago's reputation as a well-regarded lawyer known for being smart and accurate. It seems unlikely that he would put his professional reputation at stake by telling a made-up story. What do you think? Could time travel truly exist? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed uncovering these mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click the next video on your screen to explore more stories that challenge everything we believe about history, time, and reality itself.